Hey guys, Bob here, bobsplumbingvideos.com. Today we're going to talk about the 3-valve tub and shower faucet. I realize a lot of you have a modern day single lever pressure balanced shower body in your homes, but the fact of the matter is there are tons of these 3-valve tub and shower faucets still out there, and when they break, you need to know how to go about repairing them or replacing them. So first we're going to jump down to the bench. I'm going to show you some recommended tools, and then from there we're going to go and I'm going to show you exactly the steps you have to go through when removing and replacing the stems and your seats in a 3-valve tub and shower faucet. Stand by, I'll see you in the next segment. Now here are some recommended tools before you take on the 3-valve shower body. Now what I have laid out here, you may not need everything if everything goes well, but then again, sometimes in the real world things don't go always as planned. So what I have laid out here is stuff I think you should have. Let's look at the bottom row here, starting from, let's see, this is going to be my left, and there's your handle pullers. I have a pair of 6-inch pipe wrenches. I have my seat removal tool. I have my orange handled 4-way screwdriver. I have a straight pair of pliers, channel lock pliers, open-end wrench. That screwdriver I use for chipping the cement around the chrome sleeves. You know, I usually will get a cheap screwdriver and dedicate that for chipping out the cement or caulking around the chrome sleeves of the 3-valve tub and shower faucet. Up on the top there, you'll see my set of socket wrenches. I have some Teflon tape. Most importantly, my slick and slide grease, and let's not forget the almighty hammer. So once you have your tools with you guys, we are ready to go to the next segment. Okay, here we are. We have our 3-valve tub and shower faucet. In this video today, I'm going to demonstrate for you how to change the stems and the seats on both the cold and the hot water sides. The diverter stem I'm going to do another video on because it's got a different function than the actual hot and cold water stems. You know, briefly, what it does is control the up and down function. So when it's in the down position, the water will come out of the nozzle. When you flip it up, the water comes out of the shower. But that's for another video. We're going to concentrate on the cold and hot water stems, and I'm going to demonstrate on the cold. Whatever I demonstrate for you on the cold is going to hold true for the hot. First things first, as always, we have to shut the water off. If you don't have shut-off valves in the room where you're working, you're going to have to go and shut the main water off, drain down the system, and if you're not familiar with that, you want to check out my video on how to shut off your main water supply. Now that you have all the water off, you have everything drained down, we got to remove this plastic cap here. And the plastic caps may or may not come off easily. You may actually break them. And if that happens, not a problem. You'll just get replacements. We're going to go in here, and in this case, we have a screw, Phillips. And again, this is the demonstration piece, so this is going to come off. But I just wanted to bring something to your attention. There is the screw that's in there. In the real world, my friends, this is probably going to be fused on there, and it's not going to come off that easily. That being the case, you're going to have to use your handle pullers. Now, handle pullers are a nifty little tool. They're similar to a battery post puller for automobiles, and you'll latch those claws around your handle, and once you got them latched around your handle, you'll turn this center threaded rod here, and that'll push up against the stem, and thereby the handle will come off. Briefly, it looks like this. So you'll put those claws underneath the handle. We'll turn this clockwise, and eventually that handle will come off. So this is a tool you might want to invest in. I mean, you could wait until you're actually doing the project, but I carry them. But then again, this is what I do. Okay, next is the chrome escutcheon. Some of them actually screw off. In this case, this has a set screw. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to loosen the set screw. We're going to take that escutcheon off. Now, if this is the first time this is being done, you're going to have cement and tile grout in here, and you're going to have to chip all that out, because the idea is to get everything away from the sleeve so the sleeve will screw out. Now, in this particular case, it's going to screw out because this is a demonstration. In the real world, this is probably going to be fused on there like the handle. What you're going to end up doing, and I know you don't want to do this, but you're going to have to grab onto this and you're going to have to squeeze, and you may have to squeeze in several different positions, and ultimately you'll end up egg shaping it, you'll end up scratching the heck out of it, and you're probably going to have to replace it. But that's just the way it is. These things sometimes are, I can't tell you how difficult they are to take off, but you know, that's just the way it is. You know, this shower body is set quite deep in the wall in this demonstration, but that's the way they are out there in the real world. Sometimes they're sticking out quite far. Sometimes actually they'll be out here. So the handles will be out further. So you're able to grab this with your hand. But that's not being the case as we have here. So when that happens, you're going to have to grab it. And if you destroy it, you'll just have to replace it. I carry replacement sleeves, replacement escutcheons, and replacement handles with me, but that's because that's what I do. Okay, next we have to get the stem out. How do we get the stem out? Obviously, there's nothing here to grab. The actual body of the stem is inside the wall, so we're gonna need a socket wrench. And for this, you can purchase this nifty little set of socket wrenches. Comes with this nifty little handle where you can stick it through the holes here, and you could use that to act as a wrench. But in the case here, because this is so deep, that when I put my socket wrench on there, I don't know if you can see, but you know, I'm not able to, I can't really put the handle, I wouldn't be able to stick this handle through here. So what do I do like I do normally is I get the channel lock, back off the stem, counterclockwise. Everything is counterclockwise except that toilet tank lever. Check that out. So we're going to loosen this, and just be careful taking the stem out. You don't want to lose it. And there we go. There's the stem. You have a washer here on the body, which you don't want to lose this. Sometimes you want to check. Sometimes this remains inside. You just want to look in there with a flashlight to make sure it's in there. And sometimes, you know, you'll lose this inside the wall. Make sure this is either on here or it's in there, because if it's not, when you go to screw this back, you're going to have problems with leaks. Now, back in the day, we used to actually change the washers. We actually would back off these packing nuts and put new packing in here, new rubber packing or new graphite packing. But you know what? It's just not cost effective anymore. So do yourself a favor, get yourself a set of stems and seats, and you'll be in business. And if you can get original manufacturer's parts, that's even better. But you know, in today's world, everything is being produced, you know, elsewhere. So I mean, get whatever you can get, but whenever possible, get original equipment replacement parts. Okay, now we have to go in and get the seat, and we will pick up this video in the next segment of going to get the seat, and we'll see you in part 2.